First and foremost, I know there are some of you that have your own issues, and that was definitely a part of today. But those issues are able to be highlighted because this young brother's life was taken. And I know she doesn't really like the spotlight because it's a terrible spotlight to be in to lose your child. But if I could ask Ms. Frida Waiters just to stand briefly so you guys would put a face with the name of the mother of Ariston Waiters. What I'll do is I will give you a recap of this tragedy and then briefly state why I think it's important for us to be here today. And then to get to the meat and potatoes of it tonight, Attorney Davis will come up and tell you how we're going to move forward with these incident reports. Ariston Waiters, 19 years old, unarmed. Police responded to a melee, brawl, all kind of adjectives describing a fight between middle school and high school students. A group of individuals, young individuals. When the police arrived, everybody scatters. You know, I'm not too much up there in age, you know, the young folks, we scatter. Unfortunately, and Ms. Waiters, I asked her to be strong because she does not like reliving this issue, but it's a necessary evil, so to speak. So to continue, Ariston was singled out, targeted by Luther Lewis, followed around to the back of the building, and 2 shots were heard. One shot pierced Ariston's spine, and Ariston was pronounced dead. The reason I'm speaking in this tone, well, 2 reasons, because the pastor told me, you know, he's seen me at some of the rallies and don't get too loud in his church. Amen. But another one because my heart is heavy. Since then, this thing is played out in the media. You know, we have Fox 5 here now, if I'm not mistaken. You know, this is a hot topic in this city. You know, an officer shoots an unarmed black man twice in the back, and it took forever for Union City to even make a statement. This is our 3rd public appearance, if I'm not mistaken. 2 town hall meetings. Some of you have been in attendance. Fourth. Excuse me. I came on board late. Excuse me. This is the 4th. But the point I'm making is, the only rebuttal that we have gotten is that Ariston was struggling with this officer for his weapon. Let me be clear on one thing. Since we have kept public pressure going and going, there have been leaks. At first, the other side was quiet. Then there's a leak of Ariston's criminal history, which first and foremost means absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. But let's get back to the brawl for the weapon. I've stated this before. I'll be so glad, Attorney Davis, when we get this indictment ahead in the trial, because I would love to see how crafty this sketch artist is going to have to be to recreate that image of 2 grown men struggling for a weapon, and it accidentally goes off. Twice in the back. I pray that's their only defense. I pray that's their only defense. And I say that because, and I'll let Attorney Davis go into some specifics, but we have been meeting with the DA's public integrity team. Mr. Paul Howard has given us a timeline around mid-February, late February. We're still waiting on ballistics reports or the things of that nature. And as Attorney Davis spoke so eloquently before, I'm hopeful that the DA will do the right thing. I mean, let's be real. Everything's laid out in front of him for him to do the right thing. 2 shots to the back. There is no excuse whatsoever for 2 shots to the back. Not a criminal record, not a bad individual. I don't care if he was disliked by the whole community. And there's this saying that Ariston was a fleeing suspect. Now, we can visit that just for a second, but again, you know, they responded to the fight. Ariston just ran. At that point in time, Ariston had done nothing wrong, other than like a lot of the young brothers and sisters that are in here today get nervous for whatever reason when the police come. The relationship with our community and the police makes us nervous. Now that's not an excuse, and that's the reason why I'm glad this has been organized today, and Attorney Davis is going to go over some very key things that you need to know when you have encounters with the police. Us as a community, sometimes we don't understand the legal system, and therefore we fear it. Now, I spoke about Ariston's criminal history, which means absolutely nothing. I spoke about the struggle for the weapon, which I would love to see that illustrated in court. And we spoke about the cannabis, the meat and potatoes, the nuts and bolts. 2 shots to the back. The reason for this meeting today definitely help us strengthen and build our case so we can receive justice in this case for Ariston Waiters. Unarmed, not a cell phone, not a wallet. I bring that up because if you're in this line of work, so many times, as Attorney Davis, Michael Langford, and a lot of others know, Mr. Beasley, they use the most simplistic things to give them a reason to murder us. Something as a cell phone and a wallet, which you carry every day, could be the loss of your life, and they will stamp it as a legal shoot. That's why we need anybody. Don't fear these cameras. We will take you away from them. You will be secure, it will be discreet, and it will be private. But what you would be doing is helping build momentum to an officer who feels like he can shoot you because you're less than a dog. Less than a dog. Matter of fact, on a different note, if you harm a canine officer, a canine unit dog, you can actually serve time. So you are less than a dog to them a lot of times.